Yeah, let's get right into it. So, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Uncommitted Podcast. Today, we have Sam Snow, aka Fourth Season, and I'm really excited for this. So, we're going to talk about some music today. We're going to talk about his music. So, for you guys that don't know, Sam, he makes music. He's I guess you'd say he's a rapper, but I'd say more of like an artist. Like,
yeah, I don't really like the whole rapper title, to be honest, but I mean, it is what it is.
It gets a bad, like, I'm fine with it, but people, when you say someone's a rapper,
when
people
you're like,
get
I'm a rapper, and then you listen to
people are
music,
like,
you're like, not a rapper.
People are like, some people get a weird, but you're an artist, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, and I love your music. Like, I've liked it since you started doing it.
Appreciate that, bro.
The biggest thing I respect most about it is just you're doing something, and you're not worrying about what other people are like. People shitting on you. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's like the biggest thing for me. People just like doing what they want to do and not trying to be like everyone else. I respect that shit so much.
Definitely.
But yeah, let's talk about. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Fourth Season. We'll talk a little bit about music, and then we'll talk more about life stuff. So this will be a nice little episode. So I'm pretty excited. So I guess the first question I'd have is, how did you like? What was your inspiration? Like, why'd you start making music?
All right, so taking it back to the beginning, my family's always super into music. Growing up, always music playing in the kitchen wherever we were. Growing up as a kid, always listening to music. My brother, when I was in like middle school, he was rapping.
TJ, right?
Yeah,
I remember.
TJ.
I listened to his music. Yeah,
and I was super into it, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome! Like, I love it." But I can always remember thinking to myself, like, that's never something that I would do, because like I would hear him, hear the music he makes, hear the songs he makes, be like, I could never like get my brain to work in a way to like put lyrics on a page and like make a song.
Yeah.
So I was like, that was always out the window, but I was super into it with him, and seeing him put himself out there was like, because obviously he dealt with a lot of hate too. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know, that's like, I'm too much of a pussy for that.
Yeah.
So, then growing up, I listened to a lot. I found, TJ showed me John Bellion, obviously.
Yeah, that's OG right there. Yeah,
that's
like 8th grade, 7th grade.
I got super into him. That was the first time I was like super into like how the music was made, and like the artistry that went into like making that music.
He's a genius.
He's a talented motherfucker. He's
amazing. Yeah.
So like watching him, I was like literally in awe. I would watch like his making of videos and stuff.
Yeah, with like the soundboard and shit.
Like see how he made the music and like everything with that, and I fell in love with that. Like just the like how he would be able to like get into a studio and make a song completely from scratch. The beat, the lyrics, the mixing, everything by himself. I was like, wow, that's awesome. So I was in love with him. Go fast forward a couple years later, freshman year of high school. I remember, I think it was Caleb. Caleb showed me Lil Skies.
Yeah.
And when I found Lil Skies and I got into his music, I fell in love with it. That was the first, like, I didn't really look at him like a Lil rapper, like the mumble rappers, of, like that generation. So I fell in love with how he came up, because he started rapping when he was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
And
he was a SoundCloud guy.
Oh, right? But like his dad was a rapper.
Right.
He was like rapping since a kid, and he came up on SoundCloud, and I just loved his whole brand. Like I loved his music. I loved the tattoos, the look, everything about him.
Yeah. And
his music was made in a way that I felt like it made me feel like I can make music similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure, that makes sense.
So I got into Lil Skies. Probably know every single song he's ever put out, SoundCloud, whatever.
That's super cool.
In love with him. And then I remember we were just fucking around one summer, just like freestyling and shit in a car just for fun. And then I was like, oh, like this isn't that hard.
Yeah.
So we freestyled for like a whole summer, me and Caleb, just like fucking around. No one knew about it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people knew about it. And then we started like recording it, whatever. And I don't really know what happened with Caleb, but I kind of started like listening to my freestyles and then writing shit down.
Yeah.
And then when I was writing shit down, I was like, oh, I can just make a song this way. Like I can just freestyle it, listen to the freestyle, write down the lyrics that I like, based off those lyrics, create a song. That's pretty much the rest is history.
Yeah, and then started working with Logan, right?
Yeah.
So did Logan start doing his stuff the same time you started doing yours, or was it like there was a timeline on that?
Logan. Yeah, Logan's a huge part of it. Obviously,
yeah.
He's like,
for those who don't know, Logan is his awareness. He makes music. He's a producer. He also raps a little bit too, but he's a really good producer.
He's like, I pretty much owe it all to him right now. Like I would not be able to like getting in his studio and like recording and making. The quality jump would not have made it there without Logan.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense.
Obviously, he makes all my beats, so like,
His beats are fire, dude. I use him for my YouTube videos. I use him for like the instrumentals too. He's really good.
So if you want to get into, I can get into Logan right now if you want.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can talk about that.
So I forget what, I think it was Ben. He was like, yo, we should go to Logan's, because I was like seeing him like put beats out and stuff like that. And obviously I had just put out like 2 or 3 songs on SoundCloud or whatever. Like I had just started.
Yeah.
And so we went to Logan's. There was a couple other kids there, and me and Logan just kind of like shot the shit, chatted it up, because I hadn't talked to him throughout high school, and I pretty much hadn't been friends with him since middle school.
Was that like sophomore year or junior year? Was that junior?
It was junior
year, yeah.
I think it was junior
year.
Yeah, it was
like
junior
beginning
year.
of junior year.
Yeah. And so I was friends with him. I was really good friends with him in middle school, and then we kind of just like drifted apart. So we get, like, once I went to his house and we started chatting music and talking about all that, we like connected again. We were like, oh, like we could do this together.
Yeah.
So I just ended up going to his house a lot, like every week. It started out with just being other people, and then it was just me and him. We would just go to his house and record, fuck around, try and find shit that works. He would always send me beats. Like it's honestly like a really good partnership we got going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I owe a lot to Logan. Like Logan is a really big reason I still make music, and a really big reason I'm going to continue to make music.
Yeah.
Like without him, buying a beat, like going on YouTube and finding a beat to like put out
right?
like for profit is like, you got to buy the lease, and then if you get 1,000 plays, you got to buy the exclusive, which is like $100. Like Logan's saving me a lot of money, obviously, because I'm not making a ton of money off my music.
Right.
So like I can't just be throwing money around to like buy exclusives and beats and shit like that. But yeah, Logan's dope.
I'm a big fan of Logan. I actually went over and saw his studio a couple weeks ago, or like a month ago. It's dope, super dope. Like he was showing me around. It's really cool. And he's a beast. And just having someone like that who's got the same kind of vision as you.
Oh yeah,
it's a
that's
great
everything,
duo.
dude. Because he's putting himself out there too. It's like same. You can say the same, because obviously with the YouTube shit, like you never really know when you're in high school and everybody loves to talk and like they see something new.
Especially up here, dude.
Yeah,
New England.
I was gonna say we can talk about that now. Like especially around here in our area, like New Hampshire, Seacoast, whatever. All the people around here, they see something, like someone doing something different, and they're instantly. Not like the majority of people, they're just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like you,
it's so weird.
That's
dude.
weird. You suck. Like
people
don't do
assholes
that.
Up here. Like I think it's also because people just say whatever they want. Like people think they can just say whatever they want to say.
Yeah, because
especially
it's not
with social
them.
media
It's someone else. Like,
right.
It's a new what's the word? Like it's a new person to just like
yeah. It's a new thing. It's
like,
a new,
let's shit on him because he's doing something different.
Yeah.
Like oh, he's making music. He's a white kid from New Hampshire. Like
oh, let's shit on him.
Like,
Yeah, because
shit on him. Like perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
Or like the YouTube shit. Like everyone wants to be a YouTuber. Blah 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 blah. Like they don't think you can do it. Like,
yeah. And then when you do it, they're like, "Oh, I knew him. I knew him."
Yeah, no, exactly. So like,
okay.
My first experience with that. So when I first put out music on SoundCloud, it was like, it was Hot Shot, and obviously, if you
love that song.
Yeah, but
dude.
if you listen back to it now, it's like, I made it on my fucking, literally my phone with Apple headphones.
No way.
Yeah, and so I put that out, and honestly, oh wait, no, actually the first one was Roll Up with Danny.
I don't know if I remember that one.
It was like it's like the really
one?
Catchy, like me and Danny.
Oh, it was a good hook. It had like tropical, kind of a tropical.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit. But we put that out, and honestly, the response was way better than I thought it would be. But that was only at the beginning. Yeah. So a week went by, and I was like, "Yo, this is fire! Like, this is dope." And not a lot of people even knew about it till like I had to because I wasn't like posting it.
Yeah,
like
you just kind of made it.
Just kind of made it, put it out, let it be what it was.
Yeah.
And so a week went by, and I got like a decent response. I was like, "Wow, there's no hate yet."
Yeah.
And then I think we were at a basketball game or some shit like that, and people were just talking crazy, like, oh, you're just relying on the auto-tune, like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, you're like white kid from New Hampshire, what are you gonna rap about? What are you gonna talk about? You can't be a rap, you can't do this, can't do that.
Was they saying it to your face, or was it all like kind of
like, it's all around me, so obviously,
yeah.
like, I have a decent amount of friends. I know a lot of people, like, when you know people, you're gonna hear things.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I would
they
hear,
say,
like,
oh,
so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that. And then a couple kids, like, who are older than me would, like, DM me and be like, what are you doing? Like, this is ass. Take this down. Quit music forever. Blah,
they
blah,
said
blah.
that?
Yeah.
Whoa. I didn't know
like
they went to that.
Like, older kids, like, kids in my brother's grade.
Yeah.
You would just be like,
what?
Yeah, like, literally quit. Like, stop making music. And
why would someone do that?
My whole thought process with that is like, all right, man, if you don't like it, don't follow me.
Yeah, like don't listen to it.
I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing. Like, let it be what it is. Like, if you don't want to see me succeed, that's fine.
That's so whack.
Just fuck off.
Yeah,
like,
literally,
just fuck off. But
you're not hurting any. I don't know why someone would do. Some people just want to.
No,
they're down, so they want to bring other people down.
More people. It's easier to hate than it is to love. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Because it's a lot harder when someone's doing something different to go out and support them. Well, I mean, not for me. I love supporting people. Like
same.
Like
yeah.
Someone, because I know I'm in
the
position to, like, where I'm like, all right, I put myself out there. If someone else is putting themselves out there, I'll support them.
Right.
But with other people who aren't doing that shit, it's harder for them to throw something on their story or like
because they're worried about what their friends.
Yeah, and they're worried about like, oh, why are you supporting like Sam like rapping? Like, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
Like, he's not good. He's not gonna make it. Like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot easier for people to just like not do anything and talk shit about it than it is to put. They're actually putting themselves out there a little bit by supporting you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, people are insecure too, so they see
so it takes
else.
nuts. Like obviously.
No, totally, dude. And yeah, that's what it comes down to. People are insecure, and they're just like, well, I'm not happy with where I am. I want to put myself out there, but I'm scared of what other people will think, so I'm just gonna bring this person down.
And like, dude, don't get me wrong. I definitely care what people think.
Oh yeah,
but like, in a way that I want it to like, I want to make sure what I'm doing is worth it. Like if I know that, if I got like 10 or 15 people that really fuck with my music, I'm good.
Yeah.
Because like that's how you start out. Like,
yeah.
You get a small fan base, get 10, 12, whatever it is, fans. That's all you need.
Yeah.
The love outshines the hate, regardless of how big or how small. That's how I look at it because
I agree. Yeah.
Especially around here, like just going to school, like when I started getting into it more, and so last summer, I put shit out on Spotify, and I was really trying to like take up the production quality and shit like that. And obviously you have some hits and you have some misses, so like, started putting shit out last year to like up the production quality. I remember the first song that I put out that was like better quality. Me and Logan didn't know how to work like the shit at his house like well
Ableton?
enough. Like we were pretty. He was pretty like novice at mixing and mastering at the time. He's way better now, but like at the time we were like just getting started with the new shit and stuff like that, like trying to get it in his like studio. And I put it out, and I remember getting a bunch of DMs and like texts even from people who like my music, and they're like, bro, this ain't it. Like,
oh, they just didn't like it.
They're like, yeah, it's just like, go back to doing it on your phone. Like, this is bad. Like, stop. Like,
which song was that?
I think it was when we went on the radio.
Oh, I thought Hot Shot was on the radio.
Yeah, and we redid it.
Oh, you redid it, and it was a clean version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that.
And people were like,
it didn't sound good. I thought it sounded. I don't remember actually, honestly.
Well, I mean, like,
I remember just being dope. It was dope. It was on the radio. I was like, oh, this is so fucking sick.
Yeah,
like,
that's another thing. The fucking radio, I got a bunch of hate for too, because everyone. I remember there was like these kids I never met before, I didn't even know who they were.
Yeah.
They're like adding me in their Snapchat stories, like, when like your mommy and daddy pay for a radio spot, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, bro, I'm obviously not gonna like swipe up and be like, actually this and this
hey,
happened,
fuck
so
you.
I can get on the radio, blah, blah, blah. Like, no.
Yeah, you just gotta let it
But
slide.
like I got on the radio because Angela Rosati's dad like owns a radio company.
Yeah.
And she showed him my music, and he was like, hey, I want to put this on the radio, make a clean version.
Super.
And I was
cool.
like, okay, make a clean version, put it on the radio. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay for shit.
Yeah, no, but people, it's so funny when people say like the daddy's money thing, because it's like,
yeah, because obviously
kids
around here there's a lot of kids
Yeah.
who will use like their parents' money.
But the same kids who are saying that are the ones who are using daddy's money
Yeah,
to,
I know,
to
exactly,
get their new BMW and shit. So
Exactly,
it's like,
yeah.
it's just, I don't know, it's lame. It's lame when people hate. I think it's so lame. But
One last thing on the hate thing. So you know, I've done 2 shows so far. The first one I did was for a showcase. There was 10 other artists. It was like a competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was promoting it heavy. I really wanted everybody to come because it was basically whoever got the crowd going the most, like everybody going hard, won like a $600 cash prize. And at the time, this dude who was running the showcase was like, if you win, you'll open for Lil TJ.
Oh,
so I promoted it that way.
Jeez,
because I thought that was true.
Oh, it wasn't true.
So I promoted it like crazy, like, oh my god, if I win, I'm open for Lil TJ. I win like $600, and you get the profit for the tickets that you sell.
Oh, okay.
So I was given 30 tickets. I started promoting it crazy, and that's when the kids that were shitting on me. Like, kids in the grade below me and kids in my grade were like, yo, I want tickets. I want to bring him, and him. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right. But, like, at the same time, it's like, I feel like these kids who, like, were hating, or, like, 100%, I know my, excuse me, plenty of my friends, like, were also shit on me.
Yeah.
Like, didn't want, like, we're just like, that's dumb. You shouldn't do it. Like, your music's not good. And they all wanted to come to the show, all of them. So I think for that show, I ended up selling about like 40, 41, 42 tickets. Mm. But I didn't even know half the kids. I didn't even know how they got tickets. Yeah. They must have got them at the door or some shit. But I saw like a bunch of people from our school, like in the grade below us, there that I don't even know, that were there, who I know like shit on it. Oh. Like didn't fuck with it.
So you were like, oh, they're here just to shit.
They're here for like a party, or just to say they were here because they knew a lot of people was coming. Like, you know, it's the like if say it was bigger, say I ended up getting bigger and I did a bigger show, and there was like 1,000 people coming, or like 100, say 100. So say 100 people come of my people that like fuck with me. I'd say there'd be like another 100 or 200 of people who used to hate my shit that want to come just to like hop on the wave.
Because they knew you went.
Because they know their friends are going. They know people that they know are going. They're like, oh, I want to be there because it's a thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to be there to support him.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah.
Type shit. But yeah.
So that's why those kids were there.
Yeah, that's why they were there. Close off on the showpiece with the fucking Lil TJ bullshit. The promoter was like, he does have connections in the industry, but he basically played us all. So I won the showcase. Mm-hmm. I got my $600 cash and the profit for the tickets. But I asked, I was like, all right, so like what's going on with the TJ show? And he was like, oh, we're gonna figure it out. A month goes by, I'm like, hey, like what's going on with the TJ show? He's like, oh, we're figuring it out. 2 months go by, nothing. 3 months go by, nothing. He's like, yeah, I actually got canceled because of COVID. And I'm like, bro,
that sucks.
You weren't gonna bring anyone open for Lil TJ.
There was no Lil TJ. Yeah, that sucks. But also, I mean, at least you got the $600. But damn, that TJ thing.
It also kind of exposed me to how there's plenty of different people when it comes to the industry.
Darker side of it.
Just like, obviously it got people to come to the show. Mm. So I'm assuming that's what he was trying to do. Yeah. Even though he didn't follow up on his end of the bargain, we still had a good show. There's a ton of people there, which was great. It benefited everybody involved, except for when it came for, you know, actually delivering the promise.
Yeah. The music industry I've heard is definitely really sketchy, especially when it comes to people just being selfish. Dude. Like that's what it comes down to. People
I mean, I haven't really spoken with too many people that are like big in the music industry, but I've been around people who are in it to a degree. Mm. Like the dude who threw my last show, the one I did this summer. Sorry, he knows plenty of people in the industry. That's how he gets the clubs and the DJs and people to come. Like, set up the show, audio people, all that. And basically, like, what I can take from what I know is that it's very money driven. So you spend money to make money. Like you will have to like pay for the best. I don't know, pay for X to get Y. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't know if it's the same in like with YouTube. Like I don't know, you have to pay for better production or better VFX or something like that.
I see what you mean. Like you got to put money into it to make money.
So like say you pay for a nice studio, pay $125 an hour for a studio. Mm. You're gonna get better sounding music. Yeah, like you pay for. So
you get what you put into it.
Yeah, so you get what you pay for basically. But at the same time, it's not true because obviously I can go to Logan's and make studio quality music for free. Right,
connections are huge.
Yeah, and connections are massive, like massive in the industry. Like if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone,
you're in.
You get your music out to like 10,000.
It's just about getting it to the right person.
Yeah,
too, you know what I mean?
Getting it to the right person,
which is crazy. Sure. Which is it's kind of crazy, and it's kind of similar to like. Because I'm going through like baseball, like recruiting and stuff. It's all about connections and who you know and get the eyes on the right people.
Sports is the same shit.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, but
like if you get in front of the right set of eyes, you could get scouted.
Change your life.
College, just change your life completely.
Yeah, totally. Which is so crazy how it's just like one thing could go right or wrong.
One person hears that one song because like obviously, it's on all platforms. It's everywhere. Yeah. Anyone can listen to it. Yeah. So if just one person hears it, like
oh,
I want to sign that kid. Yeah. Like boom, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done with.
Which is
That'd
why
be crazy. That's why I do it. I mean, honestly, I could give a fuck what people around here think. I don't really give a shit.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be in Florida, putting my music in front of whole new set of eyes.
Yeah.
Clean slate. No one knows who I am.
That's super cool. And Florida's different. Florida, I feel like people are like, you're sure you'll get hate down there, but it's also
yeah,
like,
but it's also
people
people coming from across the
yeah,
world.
That's true. Yeah,
that go to that school.
Yeah,
like
Tampa,
there's people
right?
from everywhere. Yeah.
So Logan's going there too, right? Or is he not?
He's on. I mean, he doesn't. He's in. He's gotten in.
Yeah.
I mean, no comment. Actually, I don't know.
You're not really sure what's going on with
I don't
that.
know what's going on with
All
that.
right, we can switch gears. So, dude, we can talk more about like the music industry, or not the music industry, but just like the state of hip hop and all that stuff. Because I know you're big into that stuff, dude.
Big hip hop head.
So, like, who are your top 3 and your favorite right now? Rappers, artists, groups.
Right now, who's killing it? Isaiah Rashad. Just dropped
The House is Burning.
He's 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
All of his albums he's put out.
I love him, dude.
Bangers.
I'm going to his concert next month.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk like hip hop,
yeah.
Isaiah Rashad. New Age, probably. I really like Corday.
Yeah. I want him to drop. He hasn't dropped in a little while.
Yeah, no, he hasn't dropped. But like, I mean, like, I'm talking aside from like Uzi, Trippie Redd.
Sure. Kind of just like what's next. Yeah.
So Isaiah Rashad, Corday, and probably J. Cole because he's still dropping.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think who are
I like
like
Snot. Do you know?
Oh yeah,
Snot? I fuck with
like
Snot.
I couldn't tell what genre to put him in though.
Yeah,
when
he's
it comes
kind of
to rappers.
yeah.
He's kind of like because has songs with like Skies and Coach Eyes and those people like.
He does some other stuff too, which is kind of. But yeah, no, I agree.
I fuck with Snot. I
like Snot. He's cool. He's kind of in this new. I'd say like
he's created
alternative.
Yeah,
rap.
he's creating like he's in the alternative genre. He makes very different sounding.
Yeah,
music.
which is
it's a different style of rapping. It's just like that monotone.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the like
dark
in the cut.
Like,
type shit.
Yeah, and I think being unique and making like a new type of music is gonna be way beneficial because it's so oversaturated nowadays.
Oh my god, yeah.
So like if you sound like everyone else,
everyone sounds the same.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not saying I don't.
Yeah, no, you remind me a lot of. You listen to Mike Stud.
Yeah,
I
get that a lot.
Your sounds a lot like him. I like him. He just dropped a new album. It's pretty good.
Oh my god, his new album's fire.
Yeah, like it's really good.
Anyone who doesn't know Mike Stud, go listen to his new album.
And
Highs.
he has a podcast.
He does.
The podcast is dope.
The podcast is
really
dope,
good. Yeah, that's actually a big inspiration of why I'm here. So
the Highs is a fire. album.
Yeah.
Track 1 to track 23, it's fire.
Yeah, he's some good music, dude. He's super underrated.
He said
still.
he was retiring too.
Yeah, I think he was retiring Mike Stud.
Yeah.
Because now he's Mike. Now he's just Mike. So like, it's a whole different like on Apple Music. It's a whole different like artist.
I've seen it. I saw him live.
You did?
3 or 4 times.
That's sick, dude. Oh, I want to see him live.
When I was super young, because I was into him in middle school.
Yeah.
Like big into him.
I mean, he came up with Marcus Stroman kind of. You
were
a Stroman guy, right?
I have a Stroman jersey.
Yeah,
he came up
one,
on the college party rap wave. You know what I mean? Because he made what's it? These days,
I remember that.
These days, he has if you listen to his old music from like 2014, 2015, like it's shit you would hear at like a college party like back then. You know what I mean? Like it's just like very like get fucked up type music.
Yeah.
And so he switched gears. Obviously, he can do it all.
Like, it's more like deeper. It's philosophical, like emotional. Yeah, which is really cool how he switched.
And he's super talented. He can sing, he can rap, he can do everything.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, that's awesome. I like Mike Stud a lot, and that's what I was gonna say because I forgot what I was gonna mention him, but I forgot why. Then I remember because you sound a lot like him, and I think it's dope.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I get that, and obviously I get the Walmart Lil Skies too.
Walmart Lil Skies. Yeah. I mean. It's not an awful thing either because Lil Skies is the man. I love Lil Skies, but yeah, people just want to. Yeah, it was just because it's kind of more singy, but also
on
rap.
The music, age of music right now. That sound, the whole auto tune melodic, Lil Tecca type shit is like very oversaturated.
Totally.
You listen to like people coming up, especially right now in the music industry. It's like everyone sounds the same.
They're trying to be like
I
that.
feel super bad for the old like hip hop heads that are like seeing the age of hip hop right now.
Yeah.
Like they're just like fuck.
Yeah.
Like what happened?
I know
but at the same time
so
it's
different.
good for the genre because when like with Isaiah Rashad's album, you have the people who can appreciate good music, like good rap, not just like, oh, this is what I wanted to say today. The age of music today, I feel like it's way more about what sounds good rather than like what's being said.
Right.
Like
with the actual
no one really
content
gives a fuck what you're saying.
Yeah.
They just want like, oh, it was crazy. I'm in the car with my friends, like, it's insane. I can't listen to a song and like just shut it off in 20 seconds. Literally, like some of my homies, I'm not gonna say who, like we'll be in the car
just
listening
the chorus,
to music,
and then like
they'll listen to like 25 seconds of a song and then just skip it. and then
I
like a
couldn't do
minute
that.
and then skip.
Bro, my OCD
that's
was
the only
like
part I like. Like I'm like, bro, like what?
Oh man, because
What are you
they
talking
just don't
about?
have that appreciation for music. I feel like
No, I
that
guess
some
not.
people
But
have.
at the same time, it's those types of kids when I try to talk to them about my music, they'll be like, oh, like yeah, it sounds really good. Like they'll only like listen to like the chorus, like the melody of the chorus or like the beat or something like that, and they're like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck what's being said. It just sounds good.
Yeah, it sucks is because you got to get them as your fans too. Like you know what I mean? Because there's so many kids like that.
I mean, I could care less, honestly, if the people like I'm blessed that the people close to me like are fans of my music and they help me, they give me support. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, I don't really care if the people close to me like it. I feel like it'd be better if they didn't.
Yeah.
Because then I could have new eyes. Like that makes sense. Let me try and find a way to explain this. So like with people close to you, when they're supporting your shit, it's like you're getting it out to the same people.
Yeah,
you know
right.
So you're putting it out to the same audience you would if you were posting about it.
Right.
So if your friends from around here are posting the same thing you are, it's just repetitive.
Being recycled to the same people.
Recycled to the same eyes.
Yeah.
So if the people that I was close to didn't support me, it'd be easier and harder because it'd be easier to get it out to new people. I would be forced to put it to new eyes and people who don't know who I am to try and get them
network
to
with
listen
different
to,
people.
Network with different people, get them to listen to my music. But it'd be harder in the sense that I wouldn't have my friend group and the people from around here to fall back on as the people who do listen to my music.
Yeah, like consistent listeners. Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the solution to that is just blow up and then just get famous. No, but I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's been the goal for
about
a year and a half now.
Bro, honestly, just keep doing. Like I swear, if people want to quit so early on their dreams. You know what I mean? It's sad. We're 18. We could do so much. Like we have so much time, and I love that you're just doing what you want to do.
It's the age of social media and everything these days. Like it's so easy to get hated on and get shafted, and people just to like take your dreams, throw them on the ground, and then spit on them and stomp on them.
And everybody goes, and then everybody sees other people doing that. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it too," just because it's like a fucking what is it, like a herd mentality, where it's like mob mentality, where it's like you see one person shitting and two people shitting, and then you're like, "All right, I want to be like them."
I want to be like them, and it's fucking easy. Let's go. Let's put them down, and make myself feel better.
Yeah, and then like you said, the double-edged sword, where it's like people, you see like one person praising you, this person's like, well, I want to be cool too. So it's like it's weird how you have both sides.
It's like as soon as people find something to like group in, like have like a squad type shit, like they're like, I want that.
Yeah,
I want to be like that. Whether it's hating or whether it's liking it, it's like
it's crazy.
I think right now I'm at a pretty even spot because I have a lot of people who like my music and I'm blessed for that. Like that's awesome. But I also know there's a ton of people who would wish I would stop.
Yeah.
And like a ton of people who probably think I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing because it's not me or whatever.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. Dude.
I don't give a I don't give a fuck what they think. I'm just
But
saying,
you're aware of it.
I'm aware of the amount of people who don't like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or the amount of people who like hate it.
Yeah.
And that want to hate it just because they either know me and they grew up with me and they're like, that's not you because I knew you as a fucking 10-year-old and you shouldn't be doing that, like type shit. And
like Sam, little
Sam. I'm like, all right, buddy, well, you don't know me now, so like, fuck off.
Yeah. No, I totally get that, dude. And going back to that thing about the, like, just people like ganging up, I feel like it's human nature to want to be a part of a community and a part of a group and just be accepted, whether or not like they're accepting you, just you want to be a part of what they're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like going off and being, me and Gavin talked about this in the last podcast, like a sheep versus a wolf, right? Like a lot of people just want to, people would rather be unsuccessful as sheep. Here. Or people would rather be like who they are as just like be like everyone else, like a sheep versus like
crazy.
do their own
thing.
thing.
You can see it walking through the halls at EHS.
Everyone dresses the same.
Everybody wants to be the same.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to either be an athlete, everybody wants to be like a jock or a nerd or whatever. They all want to be like,
the
just the
girls
normal,
too.
They just want to be the normal like they want to get good grades, go to college, get a job, get married, die.
Yeah, die.
That's all they want to do.
Yeah.
Like you can tell. I mean, I'm sure. I'm not saying people don't have dreams, but
the
around
majority
here,
of
people don't want to like. They're too scared
do their own
to do anything to act on it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And of course,
it's kind of sad if you think about it.
It's sad as fuck, but at the same time, it's like I know, like, I understand that it's hard to put yourself out there, and some people may not even realize they have dreams, and that's probably why they just like don't give a fuck and they want to shit on anyone who's trying to do something different.
Yeah,
because maybe they're jealous of the fact that people do have dreams and they're chasing them.
They don't have one. Yeah,
but
it's sad too.
I don't know. It's just like it's hard to. That's why I was so excited to get out of high school, because when you're surrounded by that mentality all the time, it plagues your mental state.
Totally.
100%. Because when you're around people who don't have the same ideals and mindset as you, it's very hard to try and keep that same mindset. Like, there was a lot of times junior and senior year where I was like,
just want to give in to the...
Yeah, I'll just stop. Like,
because it'd be easier to stop.
Because it's easier. Yeah. It's like the easy way out.
It's the quick fix, which is what everyone wants nowadays.
Yeah, 100%.
And dude, getting out of high school was huge for me. Like, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to make a podcast.
Yeah, because
I got my ears pierced. I just did shit like
who's going to say anything? Like fuck you.
Honestly, I was just... And it wasn't like I wouldn't have done it in high school. It was, I don't know. It was just like getting out of it was kind of freeing because it's like, well, I'm not really attached to that anymore. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
You're not going to see fucking more than half of those people ever again.
Yeah, exactly. And the ones I'm going to see are the ones I want to see for the most part.
Exactly.
So
it becomes like you surround yourself with the people you want to be surrounded with. You're not surrounded by all that negative energy all the time, every day.
Yeah.
Like, it's the people who sit behind their phones and they're like typing away, sending your shit to someone like, oh, look at how dumb this is. Like, oh, listen to shitty ass music. Oh, watch this dumb YouTube video. What's this kid from my high school, man? Blah, blah, blah. Like, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah, and then what do you get? Like, I don't get what people get out of that. Yeah, it's just like, I for some reason, I've never like talked shit about, like, I don't like talking shit about people. I just feel like it's shitty. Even if someone like did something bad, it's like, well, it's not really my place to like tell someone how to live their life.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't speak on someone doing something that they love. If I can tell that someone's doing that because they want to achieve a higher goal or a dream, like they want to put themselves out there, I will never talk down to you. But if you're doing something and putting yourself out there and I know it's not genuine,
that makes sense.
I'll kind of just be like, well, what are you doing?
You know what's funny, dude? My dad, like, he knows you because this is like totally kind of not random, but like, and remember in 6th grade, the thing with Caleb and that kid at like the baseball game or something, and
when Caleb he kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah, he
pushed a third grader. Or something.
And I remember my dad was there. It was my game, I think, but my dad was there, and he saw you like stand up for the kid and say like, Caleb, what the fuck? It's crazy how my dad has always remembered you by that in like 6th grade.
That's awesome.
And I think that kind of just speaks to being able to like, if you see something wrong, speak up about it, but like also do your own shit and like be above negative stuff. You know what I mean? I think that speaks to who you are.
Bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, it's so hard around here to think that way when everyone else is thinking the opposite. You know what I mean? When everyone else is just like, because there's such a social hierarchy around here, especially at Exeter High School. Yeah. Like everybody cares about looking like they're the best.
It's so cliquey too. Everyone's
maintaining that position in whatever group you're in. So like so you can have a bunch of people you don't know view you as like a god.
Yeah, that's like, what I've worried about. Like caring about what people I don't even know think about me. Like it's like, why would I care?
It's just so not worth it.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not worth it. Yeah, just
definitely not.
Have your circle and then try to spread. I don't know, not like spread positive energy towards other people.
You just surround yourself with people that will like surround you with good energy.
And then hold you accountable if you do stuff that's wrong, which is like so important.
Like if I release a song that's absolute shit, like my friends are gonna tell me like, hey, this is garbage.
Yeah, like you don't want yes man. Yeah, that's what I'm like this podcast, same thing. I want people to be totally honest. Like I'm like, give me your total feedback. Like not everyone, but like people whose opinions I trust. I'm like, hey, tell me what
I'm not really worried about yes men until I like actually get
right.
Because then there will be yes men.
Yeah, totally, because they're gonna
just want to be around you because you're succeeding.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. Once like clout and money is involved, then it's like okay. But all right,
I hope one day that's involved.
Yeah. Right. No, all right, we got probably like 10 more minutes. Perfect, dude. So now I'll go to. I had like 3 different sections. So this next one's life. Okay, so we'll talk about life.
I can talk about life.
So, where do you see yourself in like 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years. Well, obviously I'm going to college. Mm-hmm. If the music, I mean, well, I'm hoping when I go to Florida, I can hopefully gain some more traction with my music. Yeah. And let it build.
Starts taking off
a little bit. More people. Obviously, I'm going to be in a city, bigger area. Yeah. New people.
And college. It's college, too, yeah.
No one knows who I am. Yeah. They'll just see me as the guy who does music, which is perfect. I don't want anyone to, like, judge me based on
what they knew me as a 12-year-old.
Yeah. But 3 years, I'll probably be graduating college, my senior year. Hopefully the music's going well. I'll be able to generate a little bit of income off it by then. And if not, then you know what? No, I'm probably gonna 3 years. Wow, that's crazy.
I know, right? It's like seems so far.
Yeah, I mean, I try not to think in the future.
Yeah, you
that's
don't.
Kinda, that's kind of how I roll. But if I had to, I'd say hopefully my music's taken off. Hopefully I'm graduating college. I'll keep it pretty 50-50. So hopefully my music's at a bigger space than it is now. And hopefully I'm graduating college having a little bit of an idea of what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
Like with a degree or whatever I want to do if I want to take that route. But yeah, hopefully I'm just in a good position with my dreams. Hopefully I'm still trying to chase them.
Yeah.
Obviously I hope I don't dump them just because
people said
of a setback or whatever. But yeah, hopefully I'm still chasing my dreams and hopefully I'm successful.
I can tell you have a little hesitation about wanting to say like, oh, I want to be a fucking like star. You know what I mean? Because you want to be realistic about it. Cause
I do want to be realistic because obviously, I mean, that is my dream to
be a fucking
music,
star.
To obviously
do my shit,
like do my shit for me. But at the same time, I'm not gonna not go to college.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I'm not gonna not have a backup plan yet.
Yeah.
If I get to a point where I can dump it, then fuck yeah, I'll go 100% with music.
Yeah.
But like
you gotta have.
I'm a realistic guy. Obviously, I was raised to like understand, balance. Yeah. To like know that
I totally get that.
If I gotta be an adult, I'm gonna be an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like
because the world is what the world is. You know
obviously,
what I mean?
Yeah. Shit can happen. Whatever. But
yeah, I think what's important though, and
we'll see.
What sets you apart, people like you and me, just like you. But you have that goal. You have that thing where it's like, well, I have this one dream that like I'm gonna work towards.
I'm obviously gonna chase it.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase it. Like why?
Like
why are we here for not?
Anyone can see that we're chasing it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Obviously,
I don't get why like we have so much available to us. Just from so many different aspects, but just like why not chase what you want to do? Why settle for less?
And people will say like we're from a pretty wealthy area.
Yeah, pretty privileged area.
Yeah, a bit privileged, but like if we are, so then why does that
use it to our advantage?
Why would we not like try and use the what's the word? The stuff that we have to try and help us achieve a goal.
That's my thought. Like the fact that I can afford microphones and a computer and my phone, all that stuff, it's like it's amazing, and I'm blessed that I have that privilege. Mm-hmm. So why not try to reach a greater audience and try to inspire people around the world who maybe don't have that? Exactly. That's like my mindset. But yeah, for sure, dude.
Exactly.
Who's your biggest inspiration in life?
In life, my dad.
Yeah,
100%.
Your dad's the man, right?
My dad. Yeah. He like seeing him and knowing his story and how he got to where he is today. He's just a fucking workhorse.
Yeah.
Like I remember, so he dropped out of school when he was a freshman at UMaine. Mm-hmm. He got with my mom. They were dating. They had the twins when they moved down to North Carolina after my mom finished school. Mm. And my dad was trying to finish college at NC State. So he had twins trying to finish college, working like 4 jobs just to put food on the table. Like going from that, literally like scounging through pennies and shit to get food for your twin, like your baby twins and your wife.
That's crazy.
To living in the seacoast in New Hampshire,
Stratham,
New England,
it's a good spot.
Stratham, like that's where I grew up. Like to give your kids that, going from that. I know Griffin talks.
I was about to say that. Like, Griffin, his mom is the same thing.
His mom.
My mom too. Yeah, it's crazy.
My mom also, but like my dad just sticks with me because I know his story the best.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that's what I think about whenever I do anything. I'm like, well, if I'm ever in like a shitty spot and I'm like, all right, well, it can always get worse, and I'm not gonna stop until it gets better. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
So like going to college, I'm gonna work my ass off to try and provide for the next generation, or at least make sure I'm good. Yeah. And my family's good. You know what I mean?
Totally, dude.
So yeah, my dad's definitely my biggest inspiration. He's just like,
it's a great mindset. Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's super awesome. All right, a couple more questions. What's your biggest goal in life? That's a big one. Like, what are goals you have in life? I guess.
I want to retire my mom.
Yep.
I definitely want to. I want to retire both my parents, but I definitely want to retire my mom.
Sure. Yeah.
I want to make enough money to be able to provide for my whole family. Mm-hmm. Like I want to be the guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Generational.
I want to be the guy. I want to.
That's fucking awesome.
I really want to make sure that I can build something that can provide for generations to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like be a fucking trillionaire, but I want to set a good groundwork for my kids and their kids and their kids. You know
Gavin had that same mindset. He's like, he wants to I think he said build a legacy. Like,
Yeah,
with
a
his
legacy.
family. Yeah.
I want to build not only a good groundwork, but a legacy of, like, I want to build on the Snow name.
Yeah, and you can be like, and then your grandkids are like, oh, look what, you know, he did.
What
like,
Grandpa did.
Yeah, which is, I think that's a great mindset
That's
to have.
my biggest goal in life. Aside from, obviously, I want to be a star. I want to do music.
Yeah.
Make money off of it. But I just want, I don't know. Talking about life, the big picture,
just in general,
that's
big
my goal.
picture,
I want to build a legacy for my family. I want to provide.
I feel like that's such a unique and special like perspective to have at 18 years old, because I talk to a lot of kids. Like I love having different perspectives and stuff. I'll talk to people.
You'll talk to anybody.
I'll tell a stranger my life story. Like straight up, I'll talk to anybody. And I think just having that perspective on like, I want to set myself up for my kids up, your kids aren't even here yet. So it's like you're thinking ahead, like, oh, this is what I want to do. I think it's a really unique perspective, and I think it's gonna like benefit you a ton. I kind of have that same idea, so I think it's gonna benefit us a lot.
When you got that like fire under your ass, like getting you to like you have that thing driving you the bigger picture. You know what I mean? You're not just like a closed-minded individual.
Yeah, like just enjoying you want to think ahead.
You think ahead, and you got that fire under your ass to tell you you want to be better, you want to do better, you always can get better, be bigger, whatever.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's where happiness stems from.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Doing what you said you were gonna do, and then fulfilling it, and then that's like, okay, well, I did that. Like I can be happy, because life is so confusing and weird sometimes. It's just like having a goal and setting out and doing it is just such a like special thing. Like it's a unique thing. It's what you need to do. I feel like.
Yeah. Just speaking on the podcast real quick, I think it's dope you're doing this, because obviously a lot of people know me, a lot of people know Griffin, a lot of people know Gavin and Connor, but like.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people have had conversations with them.
Yes.
Or like people will see me surface level and be like, douchebag, jock, asshole.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Like,
I hate you.
Surface level.
Yeah.
Like, but no one, like, not a lot of people like
get to have a 40-minute conversation.
A full conversation with me and understand like my ideals, my views, like where I'm coming from, like why I do this, why I do that. And it's the same with Griffin, it's the same with Gavin, it's the same with you.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I love this. It benefits everybody involved.
I think so too. Yeah.
And it gives the outside public a jump in as to what you're like as a person.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee people who watch this are not gonna they're not gonna know me like this.
No, they don't. They just
they'll know me
Sam
from seeing my
music,
pissed off face in school and be like, you're an asshole.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, and the unique thing about the podcast, especially at this point of it, it's mostly the viewers are mostly just people we know, or like around, kind of like what you're saying, like. It's recycled around like the people that around here. So which is fun, because these people just they don't know anybody that deep, like unless you're like best friends with someone. So it's cool seeing like I said, like a 40-minute conversation of like what's this person's motivation, why are they who they are, and like what are their goals. And I think that's
why are they doing what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the biggest thing. Like knowing why someone is doing what they're doing gives you so much clarity on everything.
And it also like it can turn people who hate you into people who like maybe understand why you look angry all the time, or why you like don't talk to people in high school. Like
makes them self-reflect a little bit.
Well, and it not even that. It's just like it gives them it provides understanding as to like why someone is the way that they are and why they do what they do, which is like so important, especially in this day and age, because people are so quick to make that snap judgment on you off of either one thing you do, one conversation you have, one look you make at somebody, one fucking like
a rumor they heard from someone they don't even know. Yeah.
You hear something about, like, people are so quick to judge and just think that about you forever. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And no one will take the time to talk to you about it. No one will take the time to ask what happened, ask for your side, ask for who you are. They'll just literally think that forever. And never, like, there will be so many people who don't like you, who will never talk to you based on just one thing they heard or one thing you did or one way you looked at them. You know what I mean?
When you say that out loud, it sounds so crazy, but it's so true. It's so true. And it's whack. It's super whack, and that's why I need to like self-check myself sometimes, make sure I'm not doing that. You know?
I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm probably one of the worst when it comes to like...
at least you acknowledge it,
If I know someone doesn't fuck with me, I'm not going to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And that's just simply how I am. If you don't like me, fuck you. Like, and I could work on that.
Yeah, I could work on that.
I definitely could work on that. Because that's why a lot of people think I'm an asshole, because if they don't like me, obviously, I mean, that's just who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like beg you to like me.
Yeah, I don't need that.
I'm not going to get on my knees so you can fucking be my friend.
Some stranger too,
I don't fucking need that. But like at the same time, it's like I could be more open And obviously, I could have a lot of more like relationships and friendships, maybe even fans, if I wasn't that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's just who I am.
Yeah, and you acknowledge it, which is good because you can, if you want to change it, you can take steps.
Yeah,
or if you can just,
of course.
But yeah, dude, this was great. I think I have a baseball game, so I gotta get going. Thank you guys for watching. Is there anything else you want to plug or want to say? Like, I'll link all your music and stuff down below.
Yeah, definitely check out the music. 4 Season on all platforms. SamSnow81 on Instagram.
Sir.
Other than that, check out Awareness, my boy,
Logan. Yeah.
On all platforms as well. His Instagram is _awareness with an X is where the E is. I think you can probably plug.
I'll put a picture.
Plug all Logan's shit. Plug all my shit. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, this far.
We love you. Hey, what emoji? If they watch the whole thing, at the end I say comment an emoji. What emoji do you want them to comment if they watch the whole thing?
The butterfly, the blue butterfly.
That's my favorite one.
Spam the butterfly.
Yes, butterfly emoji right there. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys at the next episode. Peace.
Oh yeah, bro.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. That was fire.